bartender canopy out in the jar. I'm gonna have to do a parody to that. This always happens when we have to do it the other way. Okay. It's okay, because we'll get the majority of the views will be after I'm on a Facebook jail and we repost it anyway. That's what happened last time. I think we got over like 800. Just make sure you keep a close eye out for that dipshit and his people. Folks, we're going to give it a few more minutes, maybe not even a few more minutes, but we're going to try to let a few more people jump on here. I just need a couple people to give me the thumbs up if you can hear me, or you can do that little one where you select the where you're shooting somebody the finger. Either one, just let me know that you're hearing me.
For my whole life, I didn't know if I even really existed, but I do.
Sarah, hello. Welcome to the show. You hear me? Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Dylan.
Get what you fucking deserve! Everyone laughing. Well, no one's laughing now. Get what you fucking deserve! Negative thoughts. All I know, I negative thoughts. I'm a slave laser, New York with the heat. Start from the beat, walk with my feet. Understand my pain, the rain ain't sleep. Peep how I'm moving, peep where I'm going. Shit don't sleep, till sleep not knowing. But I'ma keep going, getting large. With the same one who started the fight. We be knowing how dog get, when dog don't bite. Strong the dog shit, the dog don't bite. Grand champion, my blood line is tight. It's just so good, it's alright. Everyone laughing. Well, no one's laughing now.
No one's laughing now.
You haven't watched love. I negative thoughts.
All right, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Troy Show. Folks, we have a very busy show tonight, packed full of stuff. This is the material I'm going to try to cover tonight. I don't know if we're going to get to all of it, but this time we have it organized, we have it highlighted, and so I'm going to try to attempt to leave my emotions out of this as I read it and not slam the table, because last time I spilled the drink and that wasn't cool. We do have some special people in the audience tonight. We also have a couple of guest actors tonight. This time they are not marker people, they're real life people. and one of them's a very talented actor, as a matter of fact. So I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Now, I do start this video off today with some somber news. And I honestly, you know, I wasn't expecting this, but as some of you might have seen earlier this week, I believe that I believe that I met my match. Someone was posting things about me and calling me names and saying all sorts of bad stuff about me, and it's you know, it's difficult because, you know, I was honestly thinking about stopping doing the show, at least for a little while. A bit too much, a little bit actually boring sometimes, and just a little too. It's a lot to do this. It takes a lot to put this on, but you know, I think what helped make my mind up for me as to whether or not I was going to exchange over the week with this person. Now, this person posted as Paul Mendez Jr., but after some further review and some baiting, indeed not Paul Mendez Jr. It is his account, but it's his dad, Paul Sr., posting on it with some input from some other people, some other family members. So once that started happening, I thought, you know, it's a lot easier. So before I start this, I want to tell you guys what my decision is as to whether or not I'm going to continue the show or not. And here's my decision. Fuck you, Mendezes. I'm keeping this shit going as long as I can. You have one way to stop me. Sneak up right here behind this fence. That's right. That's right. Sneak up behind me and put an end to it. Stop me. If you want me to stop, come and stop me. Your little bullshit chitter chatter on there ain't doing nothing but pissing me off and giving me, it doesn't really even piss me off. I do chuckle quite a bit when I read it. All it does is just give me fuel. It adds fuel to the fire, right? If you want me to stop, all you got to do is sneak up right here behind this fence and stop me. That's it. No, I didn't think so.
As long as I can.
I didn't think so.
What?
So are we going to show? Well, hell yes.
All right, hold on a second, because they're saying the connection's bad. So I'm going to try to...
2 seconds into it.
Okay.
Are we good?
Well, I'm back connected, but I don't know if it's better or not.
Folks, don't worry. If you missed part of this, we actually have this being recorded straight to a device. So you may not be able to see the comments when we repost it, but we are going to repost this just like we do the other ones, and it's crystal clear. You may miss something on here, but you don't miss a beat on the replay, and we're going to be posting it to all of our other sites as well. So if you do miss something, don't panic. I'm still here for you. At least you can see me, and that's what's important.
I think it looks better, but...
Think it's better? Can anybody comment and let her know if it's better? What's it looking like to you guys over there? Huh?
I'm getting like a 30-second delay.
30
Well,
seconds.
it's always a delay.
Is it clean? Is it clear?
Yeah, pretty clear.
I do know this though. There's been a lot of problems today, not just in Florida, but all across the country with internet services, streaming devices, things like that too. Even FDLE was affected by it.
Yes, it's better. They're saying it's
Um,
better.
Much better.
So I don't know. Maybe it's China trying to attack us. I have no idea. I really don't know what's going on.
Oh.
What?
And a bug in the ear.
The bug? All right. So, like I said, we are going to go on with the show. Now, if there's any Lady Gaga fans out there, you're going to want to stay tuned towards the end of this show, because I have something very, very special planned for any of you Lady Gaga fans out there. So you might want to stay tuned for that. Also, we have a very special story time here a little bit later on. But first off, we're going to be reading all of this stuff here. This is from that exchange with Paul Mendentz Jr., who is actually Paul Sr., and other Mendentzes contributing to that. I also have a very special message to some of our newfound friends up in Rhode Island, some of our Facebook friends that have been commenting up there in Rhode Island. And believe it or not, it's probably not the message you think I'm going to send to you. You probably think I'm going to attack you and all that shit. I'm really not, to a degree on a couple of them, but even at that, it's going to be minuscule. And I want you to know before we go, my new friends in Rhode Island that are probably watching this right now, yes, I do it very, very viciously, verbally attack Susan, Paul, and Shanae, and tonight Paul Sr. or Paul Jr. too, because he did play a role in this by allowing them to use his account. But with all that being said, I do it for a very good reason. All right, the Mendentz family is a toxic, very toxic, abusive family to children. All right. Paul responds or talks about, if you go back to season or episode 1, you'll see where Paul Mendentz, in a provable text message, a provable printed text message, refers to a very, very, very young girl, 7, 8 years old, as a little bitch, and then just trashes her, right? And then if you watch, I believe it's episode 3 or 4, you're going to see one of the children who left, one of the survivors who left, is not a victim anymore. You'd see her live on camera, admitting to the physical abuse that she went through up there. And then you'd see all the other proof that I have. On top of that, people, you got to remember this, that just in the last 2 years alone, they have lost more than 30 kids. Parents have pulled their children out of there, and it's all a very systematic pattern that you'll see. It's all mental abuse and just all kinds of things. So if you think I'm doing this for no reason, my new friends in Rhode Island, you're wrong. You're very wrong. Now, I do make fun of Rhode Island in a lot of my skits, but really it's no harm, no foul. I'm not meaning it, directing it towards you unless you make me direct it towards you, and then maybe we will. So Rhode Island people, I have a message for you. I'll give that to you in a minute. Also, we're going to go through the Paul stuff here. And then this, though, this is not the Paul stuff, but this is something that I'm going to read to you guys tonight that I wasn't prepared to read to you just yet. But as you guys know, I always save several really, really good things. Now, this is bad. This is freaking horrible. But so I'm not calling it good. I'm just saying I saved some good material, some bad, really bad material to share when Paul or Susan or any of their lackeys or any of that stuff do anything back to us or attempt to stop us from shutting this toxic, abusive studio down. And when they do stuff like that, I'll pull one of those things out and I'll go ahead and read it. Now, this is not the worst of them, but I'm going to tell you, when I read this and you say, that's not the worst of them, it's not, but you're going to think it is. And this is from a previous instructor up there, a previous employee of Shanae's. I'm going to get to that first right off the bat, but before I do, I'm going to tell you guys about the new rules. Rules? Come on, Troy. Why do you got rules? So I do have some new rules, and here they are. If you know anything about me, if you've ever watched any of my shit, ever read any of my shit, from Green Swamp Mafia to the Troy Show to any of that, you know one thing. I always, always, always support the First Amendment. And I say, I don't care what you post about me. I don't care what you say about me. I don't care how bad it is. I don't care what you say about my family. My family's not snowflakes. They can take it. It is what it is. I'm not going to delete you. I'm not going to block you. And I'm not going to delete your post or your comments. If it's something really, really vulgar, I might, edit it a little bit, but I'm going to repost it for you. That up to date right now, that has never happened though, right? But it's one thing that I used to say. So with all that being said, though, I've never encountered, in my whole entire life, I've never encountered a family of cowards to this degree, right? Even their followers, their little lackeys, all that shit, they're just all a bunch of scared little chicken shit cowards. I've never encountered it. They can't post under their real name. They got to use fake stripper names and all this stuff. And even when they do post on someone's real name, it's not even that person. It's Paul hiding behind his son, right? The only way he can grow balls is to hide behind someone, right? By the way, I say balls a lot in this show. I even sing about balls. I want you to stay tuned and listen to that. You're not going to believe. You're going to be impressed. You can say, how the hell can somebody say balls so many times? Well, watch me. Watch me. Did we call the Guinness Book about that to see if I qualified for saying balls more than anybody else?
No, not yet.
We need to do that.
Maybe it's as many times as they say the F word in Scarface.
It could be. It could be, right?
Angie wants to know, she's confused. Is it good or is it bad?
Angie, this is bad. This is bad. Yeah, this is actually very bad.
Maybe she's asking about the message for Rhode Island.
Well, if it's the message of Rhode Island, that's kind of good, I guess. Okay, so by the way, hello, Angie. If you people don't know, Angie is one of my favorite people. So is Creed. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. Anyway, so allow me to retort here and get back on track. Here are the new rules, because I've never encountered such a cowardice family. What they do is whether they're posted on Green Envy or Peach Mango or Chocolate Dingleberry Butthole Sore or Paul Mendence Jr., but actually it's Paul Sr. posting as Paul, whatever. They do things, they say things to try to engage me, to try to get me to do stupid shit or say dumb shit or whatever, so that they can report me and get me shut down or put back into Facebook jail, right? They have successfully got me put back into Facebook jail this week for another 7-day stint, another 7-day stretch. This time they actually lied about what I did to do it, because I was watching everything. I was minding my P's and Q's. I wasn't really saying anything that violated community standards, right? And so I got this message from Facebook, and that's printed out in here. I'm going to get to that in a minute. I'm going to show you what the message from Facebook says. It says basically that I posted their address, right? And for that, it violated their community standards of privacy because I posted their address. So they suspended me for 7 days. It said that they reported me for that, and Facebook agreed, so they're going to suspend me for 7 days. Here's the problem with that. It's my address that I posted. It was mine. And they lied and said it was theirs, right? Another chicken shit coward move just to get me silenced. I already told you. I've told you once. I'll tell you a dozen times a show if I have to. There's only one way you can stop me. Only one way. And if you're brave enough to try, I beg you, please come and try, right? So, what's the new rule? Shut your mouth, Troy. Get on with it. What's the new rule? Here's the new rule. If any of them, whether it's one of their fake customer names that's been there for years and years and years dancing that none of us have ever heard of, or whether it's Paul posting as Paul Jr. or whatever, or hell, at this point, even if it's them directly that post, I've given you 8 weeks, 2 months worth of this shit to come here, sit down, speak, tell your side of the story, attempt to defend yourself. You won't. All you can do is lie, and talk shit. So because of that, as of this moment, you've been silenced. You've been silenced. If you log on to watch my show, I'll allow you to watch my show. The second any of you comment, you're blocked, you're deleted, and your comment's going to be removed eventually as soon as we're done with the show, right? The only way now for any of you to chime into this is to call me or text me on my personal phone from your personal phone and beg me for my permission to be on the Troy Show. If you beg me, and I mean beg me, I might consider allowing you the privilege to speak on the Troy Show. I've given you 8 weeks worth of chances, you chicken shit little bastards, and you haven't done it. 8 weeks I've sat here, Paul, and I have blasted you, your wife, and your daughter for mentally abusing and physically abusing the children. And you, to this day, haven't done anything. You haven't come here. You haven't said anything to me. You haven't got on. You haven't chimed in with any real legitimate proof or evidence that what I'm saying is not right. Why? Because you know I have the evidence to prove that I am right. So now that I've given you 8 full weeks of the opportunity to speak your mind, to be on the Troy Show, to not hide behind someone else's name, it's been revoked. It's been cut off, right? A new constitutional amendment for the Troy Show. Right? If you want to speak on my show, if you want to be heard on my show, you will beg me for my permission. And you will hope that I grant you that permission. Right? To the person that says, Troy just hides behind a camera. It's all talk. It's all talk. Let me say something to you directly. One more time, you dumb shit. I am outside. Outside. Right? Fully exposed outside. You all know where I live. I'm not a hard man to find. Who's hiding behind what? My name is Troy Douglas Grimes. I live at 629 11th Street, Claremont, Florida. I'm doing the Troy Show live right now, and I will be for at least the next hour and a half. You got something to say to me? Come and say it. I'm right here. Who's hiding? Who's hiding, Peach Mango? Who's hiding? What was one of the other one? Crystal Meth?
Crystal Queen.
Crystal Queen, right? Oh, you know what? In one of the Lady Gaga songs, which we talk about a queen. I'll get to that in a minute. So who's hiding? Who's hiding? Not me. Not me. Come here. Come find me. Come shut me up. If not, let's move on to this, right? Paul Sr. posting as Paul Jr. is why I have brought this out tonight, and here we go. This is from a previous instructor of the dance studio. And when I say dance studio, I'm referring to the dance company, or TDC, Mineola, Florida, owned by Shanae Sally and Susan and Paul Mendez. According to Susan's post and her comment to me, yes, the three of them own that, right? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that's her post, that's her comment that I got printed out that I showed on episode 4. So this person was one of their employees. This was back before, this was the first 9 years of their operations when they were not a legitimate, legal operating business, right? Remember I said Green Swamp Mafia is more of a business than they are because we have everything, blah, 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 blah. So now they did all of that and they think it's going to save them. It's not going to save them, right? But this previous employee, an instructor at the dance company, has sent me now more than 68 messages. I'm not going to cover all those tonight. No, sir. No, ma'am. I'm only going to cover some very important ones, and here we go. So he says to me, I saw them always grab kids' arms and pull them around, mainly little ones. And it was mainly her mom, referring to Susan, grabbing little ones, all pissed off. All pissed off. I also watched them do it to Alex. I think her name is a couple of times. I said Alex, the little girl. Yes. And he says yes. They would jerk her around a lot. But also other kids too. He says, I also wasn't sure if referring to that little girl, I also wasn't sure if she would be able to understand the difference. I know that sounds bad, but what I'm saying is I didn't know if she was understanding if what they were doing was nice or not. It looked a little abusive to me, right? Looked a little abusive to me. Don't panic. We're not to the bad part yet. Don't panic. Stick with me. I said, my God, I had absolutely no idea that was going on. Big long thing here. And I said, thank you very much. He says, yes, most was mental. Most of the abuse was mental. They said some, let's see, they said some awful things to the girls. and I feel like they beat them down in ways they shouldn't. My teaching style was nothing like her and her mom's. They would say such rude things and have made many kids cry in class. They are awful people. I know he's telling the truth because I know many, many children who have cried up there, and trust me, it's not cried because they're being pushed to work hard. It's they're being beat down mentally. They're being abused. They're being manipulated, right? Mind controlled. That's what it is, right? And he says, they are awful people. They are awful people. Right here, right? Gets worse. It's going to get worse before it gets better. I'm going to skip down here. He says, we're talking about Shanae. He says, she is rude and disrespectful and doesn't know how to be a good example for the kids. She is awful, exclamation point. She is lazy, exclamation point. She has always taught class sitting on her ass, exclamation point, or on her phone eating like a pig, or have other kids in the class teaching, doing her job. Look at this, folks, right here. Just spit on myself. Eating like a pig. Eating like a pig. Haven't we hit that before? Eating like a pig, eating like a pig. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Because you a fat old bitch, right? Let's see. Eating like a pig, or having other kids in class, and having all her kids in class and changing diapers in class. It wasn't a normal environment. No, sir, you're right. It was not a normal environment. Now, here we go to the bad part. And folks, you know it's bad when you see Troy's notes and they are redacted, meaning things are blacked out, right? Why are these blacked out on this one? I'm going to explain that to you good people real quick, right? The children that are involved in this are innocent little children, right? Yes, I would have them blocked out regardless, but I have already turned all of this over to law enforcement, and none of it's blacked out. And so with that being said, with law enforcement having copies of this and requesting copies of more, and the fact that there are little children involved, I have blacked it out. So I hope that you believe what I'm saying here, right? You can see it's just printed out and blacked out. But guess what? If you don't believe what I'm saying, why don't you take a flying leap and go fuck yourself, okay? Because you will be able to read it all at some point when it's public record. In the meantime, shut your ass up and listen, right? Here we go. Oh, by the way, in here, they talk about how they've called the authorities on me and all this, and we're going to address that in a minute. But let me tell you something. You better damn well hope you already have. Don't do it after this, after what I'm about to tell you, and think, oh, if we do it now, it'll count just like we did the business license. No, it won't. You better hope you had already called law enforcement on me for your bullshit lies and your fake manipulated shit prior to you posting about it, because if you hadn't, you're going to be real surprised here in a minute why you should have. All right? Because if you were bluffing, you actually committed a crime. That's why I'm not bluffing. I got it. You're right. I won't. Copy that. I actually blocked those out, just so you know. I'm damn well not bluffing. I'm not saying anything that's not true because I know full well this video is being watched and recorded. And I'm not stupid like these people are. Everything I tell you is true. If I say I've called multiple law enforcement agencies, that's true. If I say they've all been involved and are still being involved, that is true. If I tell you the wheels of justice turn slowly, that is true, right? And if I tell you I've blacked these children's names out and their genders out to protect their identity, that is true. So here we go. He says, what's wrong? Huh?
Nothing.
Is that related to this?
Oh, no. You can't get that thing to print.
Huh?
Can't get that thing to print.
It's okay. Tell her not to worry about it. Tell her not to worry about it. Just bring the thing out like that. Hey, you know what? Draw something up real quick and just put a little stick figure thing, 2 of them, and tape it on there and be done with it. All right. So he says, there were 2 little blanks that were there. They had a blank together. Blank blank in this class. One of the little blanks shoved blank's finger up the other one's butt. That was the first time. But that's something that should have been handled differently, he says. The way it was handled was extremely inappropriate. And then blank shoved blank's finger up the other blank's butt, and this all happened in class. But instead of telling the moms what really happened, they made up some lie, but then told me to tell others a different story. I also had a couple of parents tell me, that's not related. So I said, the reason this is crossed out is because that's part of the other one. I said, holy shit, that is crazy. I can't believe we never heard about that. Do you remember, if my son Troy with the long hair was part of the situation? He says, Troy, it wasn't Troy. It wasn't either one of your kids. Let me see if I can find a pic of them on the studio page. He finds it. He sends it to me. He says, this is one of the blanks that stuck the finger in the butt of the blank. I can't think of the other kid's name. I can't find a pic. But I had both of them in my class. I was told to have them separated. The other little blank's name was blank. Yes, and I said, was the other kid's name blank? Yes, that was him, blank and blank. I said, oh shit. The parents pulled him out of the studio. I'm not going to read that because that might reveal who it is. I said, that is disgusting, right? He said, that's beyond disgusting. And what I was referring to here, folks, was the fact that he was told to cover it up, to lie about it. I mean, it's disgusting regardless, but it's more disgusting that he was told to lie about it and cover it up, right? They wanted to lie about it and cover it up to save their studio, to save their income. They didn't care about the kids. They didn't care about the assault that took place up there. They didn't care about any of that, the violation, the sexual assault, none of that. So they didn't care about any of that. They only cared about their bottom line and their money, their income, right? So they said, let's lie about it. Let's not tell the parents the truth. Let's keep it on the hush-hush. So I said, that's disgusting. He said, that's beyond disgusting, exclamation point, 2 of them. I told them they need to go tell the parents, but they wouldn't talk to them about it. You think I'm making this up? That's beyond disgusting. I told them they need to go tell the parents about it, but they wouldn't talk to them about it. This whole thing is weird and was not handled correctly at all. TDC is a hot mess. I said, you sir are a hero to me, 4 exclamation points. Is there anything else you can think of offhand? He says, I'll have to think. I tried to forget everything. It was the worst studio I have ever worked at. Worst studio I ever worked at. Right there. He also goes on to say, she is just an awful person and doesn't know how to run a studio or treat people right. And there's more. Lots and lots more. We'll save that in case we need it for another day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Yeah, but
What?
nothing. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on from that now. Can you believe that, folks? There was a child violated up there. violated. And instead of telling the parents what happened, they lied to the parents. And they told their employee he better lie to the parents and better tell them it was something different. Right? I thank that person for coming forward and telling me the truth, telling me his side of the story. I really do appreciate him. But it can't stop there. It can't. It has to go further. It has to go to its totality to make sure that another child is not violated. Now we have mental abuse. We have physical abuse. You all saw that on episode 3, I believe it was, when we had an ex-student come on live and tell us her story of physical manhandling abuse. And now we've got an adult instructor telling us of a sexual assault up there that was covered up, that was hidden, right? And mental abuse. We're forming a pattern here. We're forming a pattern. How many children left between seasons 7, 8, 9, and 10? I think we've totaled right now, what, 30? Am I right? Somewhere around there?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what, folks? I've said a lot of things during these 8 weeks, and I've shown you screenshots of text messages, messenger messages, emails, photos, videos. I've showed you a lot of stuff, right? And they, meaning Paul, Susan, and Shanae, they haven't one time said I was wrong and attempted to show proof or evidence, right? We are well over 5,000 pieces of evidence that we'll submit, right? Stacks upon stacks upon stacks that we'll submit. They don't have any. They don't have any because they know they can't have any, because the evidence is only the truth. You can't have two truths. So the one with the evidence is the one with the truth. So because they can't respond or rebuttal with proof or evidence that I'm wrong, the only thing they can try to do is try to stop me, try to shut me up. They could do that, or they thought they could do that, by starting fake Facebook accounts and posting things about me and my kids and my wife and my friends and grandparents of this, ex-grandparents of the studio, and making fun of them and all that stuff. And when that didn't work, they thought, okay, well, you know, we're gonna scare him. We're gonna scare him. We're gonna move on to intimidation. We're gonna drive past his house, honk the horn, blah blah blah, whatever. They didn't even have the balls to drive down my damn street. They drove on the side streets as fast as they could, and they never showed their face here. So when that didn't work, they thought, okay, you know what? We'll try to embarrass him, right? We'll try to ruin his name. We'll try to ruin his reputation, right? We'll talk bad shit about him, and we'll make fun of his wife and his children and all that stuff, and that'll surely get him to shut up. Let me tell you something, people. You're not going to scare me. You're not going to intimidate me, and you're damn sure not going to embarrass me. There's nothing you can post that's going to embarrass me at all. Let's just be honest, all right? I have performed my own music videos in front of how many hundreds of people? I'm going to give you a great example of that tonight as I perform a tribute to Lady Gaga, right? Do you think I have any shame? I have no shame, none. You're not going to stop me. You're not going to shut me up. There's only one way you can do that. We already went over that, and you won't, right? You won't. Here we go. We're going to move on. So, Paul Mendance Jr. post. He posted a bunch of shit all over my Facebook page, right? And we'll hit those in a minute. That's this packet right here. Some of those things, I'll just give you an example where he refers to this is the lowest scheme ever and blah, blah, blah. And this man has scammed my family and now harassing my youngest sister, and I have inside information and blah, 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 blah. We're going to hit that in a minute, right? So I responded to him on a few things, and then I thought, you know what? I'm going to send this man my address, see if he, you know, because he's down here a lot, so see if he wants to come here and talk to me. That was actually at the point where I hadn't figured out yet, that none of us had figured out yet, that it's actually Paul Sr. posting under Paul Mendez Jr. With Paul Jr.'s permission, obviously. So yes, you two are an enemy of the state now. But so what I did was I sent him a private message. I sent him a private message with my address. I said, my home address is 629 11th Street, Claremont, Florida. You've got something you want to say to me? You got something you want to say to me? Come say it to my face. You little bitch. And bring your pussy father with you. Right? Right. We'll hit that in a minute because he claims that was fake. What?
Cheryl made a comment.
What?
Maybe you should ask Paul Mendez Jr. why they didn't invite Susan to the baby shower of his third child.
Oh, damn. Damn. Yes. Why didn't you invite your stepmother to your baby shower? Right? Why didn't you do that? Can you answer it? I wonder if anybody out there can answer it for us real quick. I'll leave that. I'll post that question and leave it posted right now. If you can answer that, answer it for us. So I sent him that message and said, you know, come on out here, man. Come on. You're down here a lot. Just here's my address. Come on. Well, he doesn't respond. As a matter of fact, he responds on one of the posts that I'll read you in a minute, and he says, you never sent me that. That's a fake screenshot, blah, 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 which he already knew at that time was not fake. It had already been received, and here we go. So 2 days later, he sends me out of the clear blue, out of nowhere, he sends me a messenger message of my house with a picture of a sign in front of my house. And he says, nice sign. I was going to try to fake cry and I swallowed my own spit. So that ruined the joke. I'm not going to fake cry. What did he think he was accomplishing by that? Did he think, oh my God, I'm going to look at my phone and go, oh my God, he's here. He's here. Nope. No. No. There are a few things wrong with that. You see, that big bush has been cut down right there, and that sign has been gone for months. Now, had you posted an actual updated photo of my house with some proof that you were out front, you'd have found out real quick that this southern boy doesn't cower. Nope. I'd rain hell down on you. Satan would beg me for mercy for you. That's right. You don't believe me, do you? That's the funny part. You don't believe me. You think I'm just as full of shit as you are. Nope. I'm not. So I responded when he signed, and I said, you are so fucking stupid, you little bitch, exclamation point. That sign has been down for months, exclamation point. But you can come over and check it out for yourself if you want. We all know you aren't stupid enough to come here. He pulled it off my Facebook page. Why? Because I don't delete anything from my Facebook page. I have nothing to hide. Anything on my Facebook page was meant for everybody to see, and if people don't like it, they can do what? Take a flying fuck. Right? This is who I am. This is who I am. I'm not a perfect Christian. I'm not a perfect husband. I'm not a perfect father. I'm not a perfect friend. I'm not a perfect American. I'm not a perfect person. But I damn sure don't lie about it. This is who I am, and if you don't like it, I don't give a shit. If you don't want to watch me, don't watch me. If you don't want to be my friend, don't be my friend. If you want to be my enemy, let's dance. If not, shut up. Because anything you post from now on is going to go ignored, because you're not going to get me suspended again. At least if I can have anything to do with it. You might keep lying, but I'm not going to do anything. No, hell no. I'd rather keep doing this right here. Now, folks, if they end up ultimately getting me completely kicked off and shut down, whatever, so be it. Guess what? I'm going to do this show Friday nights, every night. Every Friday night live, I'm going to do it from the intersection of 27 and Education Avenue in Mineola, Florida. You're more than welcome to come up there, bring a lawn chair, bring some bologna sandwiches. That's how you know you're from the South, by the way. If you tell somebody, bring some bologna sandwiches, right? Come and watch me. If not, I'm going to keep doing it here right in the open. So I says, you're a fucking stupid little bitch, right? And he responds, now that's what I said to him, and this is his response, and I shit you not. I shit you not, this is his response. Okay, can't make this shit up. Does your parole or your bank account not allow you to leave Florida? Your tough guy tone may work with your family, but I'm not the one. Let's first address I'm not the one. Brian, you've known me a long time.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy Jay,
Yeah.
we say something all the time to people. What is it?
Which thing?
I'm not the one. Do we not say that all the time? I just read that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul Sr. heard me say that all the time, and he asked me one time, what does that even mean? I said, well, if you ever find out what I'm not the one means, you're on the shit end of the stick, brother. Right? He's like, oh, I get it. I get it. Funny how this guy uses it right here. Right? Funny. That was my first clue that I was dealing with a Paul Mendance, but not a junior, just a shorty. Right? A half stick. Okay? Says, does your parole or your bank account not allow you to leave Florida? Your tough guy tone may work with your family, but I'm not the one. So I responded back. You know, I figured, hell, if we're going to go stupid, let's go stupid. I said, it's my bank account. But why should I spend all that money to fly up to see you when you already come down here all the time to see your chicken shit dad and your cunt stepmother anyway? Doesn't it make more sense for you to come visit me? Question mark. He responds, maybe you could start another GoFundMe page. AD, I'm assuming he meant and. There's a lot of just completely stupid bullshit in here, right? They want to make fun of me for having dyslexia and all this stuff, right? But read their shit. I mean, I'm just saying right now. To me, some of their shit sounds like some real inbred bullshit, right? So, maybe you could start another GoFundMe account, AD, meaning and steal from your friends. A lot of good people that don't know better, like you. I feel bad they don't want to see how much of a Uniroyal, I shit you not, Uniroyal, right here. A Uniroyal, right? Which I thought, hell, has something escaped my vocabulary? So I Googled it. It's a tire. Right?
Like a badass uniform.
Right? So he says, how much of a Uniroyal snake you are. I'm assuming he meant unloyal. Clue number 2, I was dealing with Shorty. Paul Sr. Unloyal. Right? Because they want you to be loyal to the studio regardless. Remember what I said? Heil Hitler! But right? I didn't do it quite as hard this time because I didn't want my beard jumping up. Right? I promise you guys, at one point in the next couple of shows, I'll clear all this shit off the table and I'll do it. Right? So I'm a Uniroyal snake. I'm a tire snake. I don't know what that means. Right? And if you did come up here, I'd drop you faster than a Disney restroom. So run your mouth, UT. Again, UT. I don't know what that is. It's just words. It's just words. Run your mouth. It's just words, right? You drop me faster than a Disney restroom. Wow. Yeah, I did fall in a Disney restroom. But you know what else falls in Disney restrooms?
A tire snake. That's what Cheryl just.
That's true. But I'm gonna tell you what else falls real fast in a men's Disney restroom. A man's pants all the way to his ankle. And he bends over and he says, "Hey, I know we just met, but come on over here. Let's make another half brother, sister, mother, uncle, cousin, like my stepmom. Because I want another little Susie running around with some great big hairy balls."
Sister, daughter, wife.
Sister, daughter, wife. I said, "That's a great idea. Maybe I'll start one today. Thanks for the advice. I definitely will bring it up on the show Friday night." I'm true to my word. I'm doing it right now, right? By the way, you should all come out and see me Friday night at 27, or Friday afternoon, blah, blah, blah. Watch me in person. You can talk to me. You can park at the studio and walk on over. That didn't take place today, and I'll explain to you why in a minute. I'll just do it right now. I didn't go hold the sign today because I had no way to go live. Because in order to do this right now, it actually requiring 3 different accounts and 3 different phones to do this for you people, right? And we weren't able to do that for them. So instead, I'm going to make up for it. I'm going to make up for it big time when the time is right, right? As soon as I'm out of Facebook jail, right? You know I'm in Facebook jail. Yes, I am.
Cheryl says, "What the hell does that mean? Drop you like a Disney restroom."
Yeah, I don't know. Only thing I think of is it's some really creepy like ritual that they do.
I think it's supposed to be
You know, hell, we're going to see Ma and Pa's sister, brother, cousin. Might as well go out there to Disney and drop our pants in the restroom.
He's talking about.
Right, that's all I can think of. So anyway, yeah, I did not go out there today, and as soon as I get out of Facebook jail, people, I will be doing something special for you. Give me 1 second here, because I feel like playing this song real quick.
They put me in Facebook jail, but I'm still popping if you couldn't tell. They put me in Facebook jail, but I'm still popping if you couldn't tell.
All right, enough of that bullshit. Let's move on. So I said, come on out, 27. You can park at the studio, walk over. He responds, "Nope, we actually have grown-up things to do." No, he doesn't say that. He says, "Nope, we actually have grown-up things to do, but have," that's it, but have. Right, again, here we go talking about dropping your pants in a Disney restroom and butts. I don't get it. I don't understand your weird shit, but I get it. I mean, I don't, but I do, right? They did, but have what? Huh?
A tire snake.
A tire snake. Oh, maybe that's code for Disney bathroom loving.
Then how does UT fit in there?
I don't know. UT, what does that even mean? But
Is it supposed to be IT? IT?
I don't know. No, I think I got it. They're Patriot fans, right? And that Patriot got his hand behind that dude's butt in the Disney bathroom. And he's yelling, "Art! Art! Art!"
Maybe he's thinking of Susan.
More than one way to touch a ball between someone's leg.
Oh my.
Yep. Stay focused, Troy. I said, "It's okay. I will still be there after you leave the post office. Just come on over and I will sign an autograph for you." He says, "I'm sorry you were dealt such a loser life, but you will end up stopping." Again, are you reading the shit I'm saying to you? What is going on here, Paul? Right? What's going on? I already know it's you. I already know it's Paul Sr. I already know it's all 4'3" of you. I got that. And now, dipshit, you just didn't argue with me because you missed it. You're so slow. Now at this point, you start talking to me as yourself and you don't even realize you've done it, dipshit. You can't outwit me. You can't outwit me. Even if you was standing on a stack of books, you couldn't. So, he says, "I'm sorry you were dealt such a loser life, but you will end up stopping." I said, me being me, no, I probably won't, unless I get bored, which I actually was thinking of taking a break from this for a while until you started up. But it's okay. If you want me to stop, all you have to do is kill me, or have your bitch wife Sue kill me. Come on, now come on, let's stop pretending you're not a fan of the Troy Show. Just come on over after you close up the post office on Friday and be on the Troy Show with me. It will be fun, right? Even that, though, I made my own note here about mine. I said, okay, so I was supposed to say and in there, and I said, and, dumbass. Yeah, I'm a dumbass. I forgot to say and in there. But anyways, yeah, so come on over. So again, he still hasn't realized that now I'm talking to him as who he really is, and he's talking to me back as who he really is, right? He just forgot. So I said, stop pretending you're not a friend of the Troy Show and come on over. This was his response. Never watched, comma. Few times I tried, all I saw was earpieces falling out of your fat head and you trying to keep your pants up. Have fun Friday. We are busy. Right? You dipshit. You're admitting that it's you. You're so dumb. And is my head fat? Really? I mean, I know the rest of me is fat, but if my head was fat, y'all'd tell me, wouldn't you?
We call you Big Head.
You call me Big Head. Thank you. I mean, come on. Right? I got this. But this, I don't, this is proportionate, I think. I don't know.
Anyways, it would be big ears.
Big ears. Fat
Because
ears.
it doesn't have anything to do with your head. It has to do with your ears.
It's my big ear holes. You know how big the
Angie
holes...
said she'd tell you if you had a big head.
Thank you, Angie. God damn it, I love Angie. She's so awesome. I love her to death. Oh, man. Angie's a true friend. She would tell me if my head was fat, and you two wouldn't. I don't want to hear no shit from you.
I would tell you.
Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate it.
So would I.
I've revealed the secret. Oh, well, it's okay. I don't think anybody caught on yet. Thank you. I don't believe you just jumping on his bandwagon. You a lying asshole.
I ain't
We
room
could
for
call you
anybody
Ben
on my
Stiller
line.
if that was the case.
So, let me tell you why they were falling out of my ear holes, right? I think the inside part of my ear is bigger than normal. Because what's that happened? I was taking my finger and I was putting it in. That shit goes up to like there. Is that normal for anyone else?
Really?
I can fit the whole finger in mine.
You
That's-
can?
No.
Y'all are
I'm just
disgusting.
saying.
I don't understand it. But anyway, so I switched back to these because they loop around my big fat head, ears on my big fat head, right? But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. This is my response. I said, I was worried about that. Do you think I should get a belt? I don't even know if that would help because my pants are the right size. And they are. They're the right size, right? So my pants are the right size. It's just that I have a very flat ass. I'm fat everywhere else, and then my ass just goes straight down. I wish I had a quarter of the ass of your daughter's ass. Now her ass is a huge ass. And what do you have to do that is so important on Friday that you can't swing by and catch up with an old friend? Before I move on, I want to prove that I'm not lying. Fat, 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 fat. Look at that. Straight, flat. It's like South Florida over here.
Indented.
It
It's not
is.
even
Holy
flat.
shit, it's like a sinkhole in South Florida. Right? Do you know what caused this? Mom? Gina Tooley. It's your fault. I'm going to tell you why. Because when I was a kid, raise your hand or thumbs up if you know what a damn switch is. Anybody know what a switch is? Yeah.
I know one is.
Ain't none of you, unless you're from Texas or Georgia, know what a damn pecan tree switch is. Right?
Ouch.
And that'll cause this right here. The tuck. The tuck. The tuck. And then she say, if I hit your hand, you're going to get 5 more. And be like, ah, it's where, ah, no, it's where. Right? You caused the indentation by the switch. The
She's
switch
laughing.
indented my ass.
And she also said how many people just put their finger in their ears to measure.
I bet a lot. Especially after Dylan said I can stick my whole finger in there. Now, yeah, I said his daughter had a fat ass. Previous to this, I also said when he locked the post office, and previous to this, I also said his wife's name was Sue, and he never corrected me. He never argued with me. Yes, he works at the post office. Yes, his wife's name is Sue. Yes, his daughter is fat. But this is his response. I shit you not, people. I can't make this stuff up. This is too good to make up. This is true, right? A lot of you saw it. A lot of you commented on the shit. So here we go again with the dumbass error. He says SRE. What do you think he meant by that, sir? I don't know. What do you mean?
Siri,
Siri.
without the I.
Right.
Sure.
Sure. So he says SRE. You really making, again, this sounds to me like one of those like Saudi prince with $1 million. Send me $5 million, I send you 10 back, right? He says, SRE, you really making sexual comments about a 14-year-old girl, question mark?
Are you really?
Troy, oh, that's right, Are you really? Thank you. See, I'm even stupid.
Least you admit it.
Are you really making sexual comments about a 14-year-old girl, question mark? Troy, I'm afraid this has gone too far. I'm going to have to contact the authorities. Please no longer contact me. I want you folks to pay attention to the age here. 14. I wrote it right here. Look how clever I am. I did that ahead of time. 14. You're really making sexual comments about a 14-year-old girl? Is that related to this?
Kind of.
So, approximately 10 minutes later, a little over 10 minutes later, I responded. I said, sorry for the... I was on the phone, which I truly was. My mom can contest to that, right? Sorry for the delay. In response, I was on the phone, period. I'm confused. Are you saying that your daughter, Shanae, is only 14? 3 exclamation points, 3 question marks. That means I'm really serious about it. Is she only 14? Right, Shanae? Well, I didn't know that. She's going around telling everyone she's 30-something. If she's only 14, then she's not even old enough to be operating her own business, so I'm going to have to contact the authorities. Please no longer respond to me or contact me, I said. Right? That's just me being an asshole.
Your response when he posted
Yeah,
the
I'm going to
video?
get to that. You're right. That's a good damn point, and I got that circled in here. We're going to hit that in a minute. Right? Why he didn't post this? Why he only posted this? Right?
Not the full conversation.
He didn't post the full conversation. This is all he posted right here, right? He deliberately cropped this out. Well, I didn't. So, he says, my daughter is 14. You know that. You're a pig. Please stop. So I started to comment back to him, but before I could even finish, he deleted me. He blocked me, and he deleted all his shit. And you know that because it says, this person is unavailable on Messenger. It doesn't say you've deleted. It doesn't say I've deleted anyone. It just says this person's unavailable on Messenger. That means he did it. He did it. Because he already got what he wanted, folks. He already got the screenshot that he wanted, because he already knew, Paul Sr. already knew what he was going to do with it. He was going to crop this part out and this part out and just use this right here to attempt to commit libel on me and defamation of character on me, right? Like they accuse me of doing. The only difference is, in order to commit libel or defamation, you have to be lying about something, and I've gone over that. I have proof of everything. But what they've done in this packet here shows that they've now have committed the crime of libel and defamation, and man, it's going to be beautiful when it's time, right? So I'm going to set that right there so I don't forget about it. Sometimes my fat head gets a little bit out of whack. All right. So, yeah.
Shot?
Yeah.
What's a shot? Si, senor.
All right. Vanilla. All right, so that was our private messenger exchange back and forth, which he then used against me in an appropriate manner, right? They accused me of authoring screenshots, but really it's them that does it, right? Where'd he go?
Inside.
Is the other one here?
Mm-mm.
What's he doing?
One. Number two.
Angie wants a shot.
Angie, I told you, y'all, you guys come on over anytime. It was fun. We're gonna keep doing it always. Come over and we'll do some shots together tonight, right? So this was our private one. This is what escalated it. He started posting shit all over my Facebook page. Salute. Again, I guess he thought, oh, you know what? I'm going to post all this bad shit about him all over his Facebook page, and it'll get him to stop doing this shit. He'll block me. He'll take it down, and he won't want to mess with this anymore. He'll stop. Nope, I didn't take it down. Still, I've been taking it down because I don't care. I just don't give a shit. Dude, I'm telling you right now, if I haven't proved it to you at this point that I just don't give a shit what people think about me, wait until the Lady Gaga tonight. And I'm going to prove to you that I don't care what anyone thinks about me. I just don't. It's a beautiful way to live your life. I'm not giving a shit.
Angie said that she's not feeling the greatest tonight. Otherwise, she would be here.
Get well soon. Hope you
Yep.
feel better.
Hope you feel better, Andy. So, a few days back, I posted that I have a few of these 1 ounce 999 silver rounds, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to get into it because if you're not really into collecting coins or silver or gold, you don't really know about it, right? But you can go on my Facebook and look. It's still there, even though I'm suspended. You can go on and look at it, right? By the way, those coins have been sold. They weren't actually sold. I traded because I also put in here. By the way, I will also trade for the equivalent value in different silver coins if it's something I don't already have in my collection, which that's been taken care of. So 4 days after I posted that, Paul Mendez Jr., which is really Paul Sr., post caution. This man scammed my family and now harasses my younger sister. I have inside information that these coins for sale is yet another scam. He is a con man. Please be careful before you send him any money. Okay, even that is just stupid. It's stupid. Before you send me any money, I say in here that it has to be in person and that we meet at the Claremont Police Department parking lot. Nobody's sending me anything, you jackass, right? In the meantime, I'm making record of all these fundraisers and coins for sale. Lawsuits, something isn't right with this guy, and it's time to find out before he steals or hurts someone. I didn't print the whole thing. I should have. You can go on my thing and look at it right here. Then he posts on here, always trying to get hard-earned money, right? And you know the screenshot, the screen grab that he put on there is the picture under that, right? It's of a fundraiser, right? A Facebook fundraiser for Tracy's birthday, which anybody can do. Anybody can do. If you have an organization and you want to do that as your Facebook fundraiser, you can do that. Always trying to get hard-earned money. You a dumbass. Then he posts, this one is the lowest scam. This one is the lowest scam. Read that right there, people. This one is the lowest scam. Do you know what it is? If this doesn't piss you current dance people off, you current dance parents up there off, You never gave a shit about my daughter. So shut the fuck up and move on. Help me rebuild my broken dreams. It's Paige's. It's Paige's GoFundMe fundraiser to help start her new studio since she was denied her dream up there, since she was lied to, manipulated to, and thrown under the bus, cast into the bus, once they realized that she was too strong of a person for them to manipulate, right? And Paul says, this is the lowest scam about Paige. Paige, right here. Yeah. Let's see if you pull your kids out now, but you won't. You won't. Pull your mirrors in your house down tonight. I demand it. Pull your mirrors down. Don't look at yourself in the mirror anymore because you don't deserve the rock. You're subhuman. You know when you get that build-up stuff right here, and you scrape it off, and you're like, what the hell is that? You're not even that. Well, where did he pull that screenshot from? Well, he pulled it from her page, but he also pulled it from a different one where I says, I love you, baby girl. I'm very proud of you, and I'm sorry for everything you've gone through over the past couple of years. You're going to do amazing. Happy birthday. Keep going full force. And Paul comments under here, why did you send my father an apology if you felt they caused so many years of harm? You are a fraud, and this is a 7-week-long temper tantrum. Temper tantrum.
It's only the occasional rage burst. There's a difference.
That's right. You people heard of microburst, right? It's a weather phenomenon, right? Also known as a wind dump or whatever. And it's where wind blows straight down, hits the ground with such force it blows outwards and curls up, causing a lot of devastation. It's usually generalized local, and a lot of people confuse it with a tornado or whatever, when in reality, instead of it being imploded by wind sucking it in, it's actually exploded by wind going out. So yes, every now and then I have rage burst. How many of you jumped? I saw it too. And that wasn't even a full-fledged temper tantrum. Oh, you haven't seen a temper tantrum yet. Believe it or not. You people are going, oh, yes, we have. No, you haven't.
I think it was a temper tantrum when they posted her logo as their profile picture.
Oh, yeah.
That was a borderline temper tantrum, right? It was. A real temper tantrum from me. Something that none of you want to see. It's something that I don't even really like doing myself because I just don't feel normal for days and days. I feel like something has consumed me, and I've dealt with that my whole life, and I try to keep it under control now, but it does come out now and then. But you haven't seen a real one yet, people. You haven't. What?
Paige said you unleashed the Hulk.
Hulk smash. Okay, so
Cheryl said apparently he doesn't see all the rest of us think the same as you about his father and younger sister.
thank you, Cheryl. That's a great point. I have that in here, but that's a great point. Let's go ahead and jump to that, right? So I screen grabbed, this is Paul's little post that he made a while ago, all this stuff, and I screen grabbed how many comments they had. They had 23 comments, right? I'm sorry, I lied. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I thought I was telling the truth, but I lied. Therefore, I told the truth even when I lied. 36 comments and 4 shares, right? Brian, what are we at right now in comments on the Troy show? We're over what, the 6,200 mark? Well over the 6,200 mark. Yeah, we got more than 6,200 comments, right? How about your 36? 36.
Just on the last one, you almost equal what the reviews were.
Right. And nobody give a shit about what you got to say, except for your Rhode Island people, and we're going to address that in a minute. Listen, you Rhode Island people that talk shit about me tonight on here, I'm not even mad at you. I'm not. I'm going to explain to you about that in a minute, right?
They got a whole forecast.
I made a post after all of that shit, and I said, just so everyone knows, I'm not responding to Paul Minch Jr.'s comments. By the way, you can't read this one on my Facebook page ever again. For permanent in history, it's permanently gone forever, no more to be existed, no more to ever be seen. It is gone. Facebook has permanently removed it, and I have proof that they permanently removed it because they sent it to me in a message. But it's okay, because you know me, and I saved it. Of course I did, right? So I'm going to read it to you tonight. It says, and a lot of you saw it anyway because a lot of you commented on it, right? Some of your comments, some of your comments supporting me are actually pretty scary. It scares me. So it says, just so you know, I will not respond to Paul Mendent's comments on my post today because he's trying to get me to say something that would put me back into Facebook jail. Plus, and I will not give him any more of my time. But I do want everyone to know this, that thanks to Paul Jr. jumping in, at this point in time, I already knew it was Paul Sr., but hell, we're going to roll with it anyway. Jumping into the situation, what happens next is his fault. Blah, blah, blah. I kept going all the way down. I'll post this again on my page for you to read later. I'll take the address thing out of it. That'll keep them from lying about me and taking it down. And then we have the very first person to comment was Sabrina Lewis, and you know what? I really appreciate you, Sabrina. I really, really do. I circled here. I circled that I loved your comment. She says to me, "Thank you for doing what you do for our children." Now listen to me, Rhode Island people. I get it. You've heard a one-sided story, a lied, manipulated, screenshot altered, manipulated story by someone that you thought you could trust, you couldn't trust. I'm not mad at you. I don't hold it against you, but I want you to listen to this real person, this real ex-parent with a real ex-student in Shanae's dance studio. I want you to listen to her comment and listen to it close. She says to me, "Thank you for doing what you were doing for our children that did not have a voice," meaning I'm speaking for their children because they couldn't and no one else has so far, right? Now, that's not true. Other people have, just not to the complete and total wackadoodle level that I have, right? She says, "I was reading his post and thought, this guy has no clue, exclamation point. How about you feel sorry for our children that were abused or have the balls to defend yourselves?" Meaning, feel sorry for our children that's been abused, Paul, or have the balls to defend yourself. Because if you defend yourself, maybe you can prove me wrong, but you can't, and that's why you don't, because you're chicken shit, you have no balls, your wife got balls, and you can't prove it because you know that I'm right. Okay? And then she says, "Happy birthday, Troy!" Exclamation points. That's my son. That's right. Right? That, he didn't address her. He just says, "You're a fraud, Troy. All my comments are legit." As if I was the one saying what Sabrina said. I'm not, you dumb shit. "You're a fraud, Troy. All my comments are legit." Legit. Too legit. Too legit to quit. "And facts are a stubborn thing. So that's WY. You will not be responding. We are done being silent while you throw your temper tantrum." Here we go again with that shit. "I will defend my families, and now other families that I'm now finding out you are bullying and harassing. We will not be intimidated." The fuck you won't be, because you are. You know how I know you're intimidated? I got 4 feet to my left and 4 feet to my right, and I've offered you one of these spots and you haven't come here. You're intimidated. Then he says, "Stop pretending it's about the kids. You apologize to my dad." See, this is another way, wow, you know it's Paul, because he's fixated on this shit, but then he lies too. He says, "Stop pretending it's about the kids. You apologize to my dad. And when he said, 'Screw you,' you created all this." First off, let me just address the real Paul Jr. and all of Paul Sr.'s kids. Your dad never said, "Screw you" to me. He never did. He never said anything like that Do you know how I can prove he never said anything like that to me? Call him tonight. If he answers, that's how you know he never said that to me. Connie Talbert says, happy birthday. She's a good friend of ours. Oh boy. I wish I had that damn song. You know how it goes?
Psycho.
Yeah, it's Psycho. It's like it's not the one about me that says, oh, you crossed the wrong psycho, you crossed the wrong psycho. That song's about me, right? No, I'm talking about.
Actually, that song goes, oh, she's sweet but a psycho.
Thank
Sorry,
you,
you sing.
Paige, for ruining it.
I'm sorry. Just telling you. I thought you really believed it.
No, come on. I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid. But thank you, baby. That was cute. I loved it.
Telling you.
I loved it. I loved it. See, I'm going to tell you folks a true story
I think that
here.
fits you though too.
Very, huh?
I think that fits you better.
It does. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to tell you folks a true story, and I'll never admit this again, but I was wrong on something this week. I was wrong. Right? I always think I know shit, but I didn't. Because I'm trying to put this Lady Gaga montage together here, and I told Brian, I'm like, hey, you know what else? I want this, 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 and this, and also do that Sweet But Psycho song. Right, Brian?
Yeah.
And Brian goes, that's not Lady Gaga. That's some other dude that looks like a chick, that looks like the chick that looks like a dude that's Lady Gaga. And I'm like, what? I'm like, bullshit, it's Lady Gaga. He's like, no, it just looks like the dude. I'm like, no way. So I was all huffy and pussy. I'm like, it's her, just shut up and go do it. And as soon as he walked in, I'm like, who sings Sweet But Psycho? I'm like, oh, shit. I can't admit that to Brian. So I'm like, yeah, just forget it. I don't even want it. Oh, you crossed the wrong psycho. You crossed the wrong psycho. Tonight I've got you screaming, no. Anyone? Okay. Back to the psycho noise. Mom, I hope you don't get mad at me for that, because I'm talking about you, and I really want you to still send me birthday and Christmas presents. So, but she knows damn well I'm telling the truth. You attacked my son! I'd kill you! She says, Paul Mendez Jr., I suppose since you've decided to join in, how about we all join in? Question mark, 4 exclamation points. I thought it'd be best to let these two couples air it out on their own. But since you seem to think that the family member should get involved, well, okay. I have plenty of time on my hands, 4 exclamation points. And she says, and I shit you not. Hashtag challenge accepted. Hashtag game on. That's right. Piss my mama. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Game on, Paul. Hashtag challenge accepted. And you think just because you deleted and blocked her, no one would see that, and you could say it never happened, and that she'd just lose interest in you? No, that's not what happened at all. Believe it or not, she actually screenshotted the shit before you deleted it, and then she's got proof that you deleted it. Right here, right there, right? My mom's proof. And then she still kept going on you. But before that, this is what you said to her. Gina Tooley, I don't know who you are, but I respect your loyalty. I pray you never cross him, because that is what you have to deal with. He says, I pray you never cross him. I pray you never cross him. Right there to my mom. I pray you never cross him. Mom, I'm going to tell you what. If you don't send me my birthday and Christmas presents, you are going to cross me. And you better pray you don't. Okay? Send me my shit! You better pray you don't cross him, he says. Sitting there in his booster seat, sucking on his binky. better hope you better pray you don't cross him. Right? Man, these people are dumb. Dumb. And then Paul has the nerve to put what's his trigger or whatever was it, Brian? And it said stupid people. I'm thinking to myself, then how the hell haven't you just offed yourself? Because you are a stupid person. You live with stupid people. You bred stupid people.
Yeah.
Then he says, Gina Tooley, week after week, I have to hear about this man picking on my younger sister. See, the first time he made that comment, he said my little sister, and he knew he better change that shit real quick, or he was going to give this diabolical genius some ammunition on my show, and I would have said something like, ain't nothing little about that bitch. She might be your younger sister, but she ain't been little since she popped out that nasty ball-hanging vagina. Woo! I'm afraid he involved me. We never wanted this. We never wanted this. Why would Paul Jr. comment that? We never wanted this. I mean, I only met you twice. Right? This is Paul. Yeah, this is Paul. We all know it's Paul. My mom says, secondly, if, as you say, Troy involved you, then I guess you would have to also agree that now you have involved me. Is that how it works? Question marks. Asking for a friend, smiley face. Well, he can't respond to her. You know why he can't respond to her at that point? Because he deleted her. Because he's right? Chicken shit. Instead, what does he do? He posts this. He says, more threats. More intimidation. Puts a screenshot of what I put and then circled it right here. I took the liberty for you good folks to print out a large copy of that. I know I did. I saw it a while ago. Alright, I'll find it in a minute. When I do, I'll be like, see, I told you I wasn't lying. I got the proof all the time. But in the meantime, I'll try to read this since it's super small. It says, thanks to Paul Jr. jumping into the situation, what happens next is his fault. That's a threat? That's intimidation? Shit, if that's all it takes to intimidate you, stay home. Stay home. My mom says, you see, Junior, I've been privy to some information you've not been privy to. Watching with bated breath, she says, and then she puts hashtag, as the wheels of justice turn slowly, and then she's got the scales of justice there, right? I got to tell you, folks, out of all the hashtags that I've read so far during all of this, I love this hashtag the most. Hashtag, as the wheels of justice turn slowly. And she says, you see, Junior, I've been privy to some information you've not been privy to. That she's watching this with bated breath. Hashtag, as the wheels of justice turn slowly. You Mendenses are going to find out. You Mendens and Sallys are going to find out what this hashtag means. You will. It's coming. It's coming. Right? It's coming. Speaking of angry, pissed off grandmothers, Paul Mendense Jr. posts a picture about Paige again, right? And how her image was pulled off Google. It took 2 seconds. Marilyn Jankowski says, leave Paige out of this. Your sister did her wrong. The only thing I have to disagree with that, Marilyn, is she's his half-sister because her dad, or Paul Jr.'s dad, left Paul Jr. and his siblings and their mother, left them stranded, tossed them to the curb like trophies in a dumpster for a 17-year-old girl, because he was done with that. He wanted that young girl, and he started a new family, and they've been the old family ever since, right? So yeah, but it's his sister, but it's his half-sister, right? So only 380 pounds of her is his real blood sister. The rest is half.
What?
Paul responds, Marilyn Jankowski, this isn't about Paige. This is Troy working an angle for more money. I would never attack someone's child. Troy attacks my father's daughter every day and for 2.5 hours on Friday nights. It's time for someone to stand up to his bullying and conning. You're so full of shit. You have nothing to say that's legitimate. You got to make dumb shit up. And you are attacking my children. And guess what?
And he went from little
We gonna talk about it
younger
one day.
sister.
How does
to-
he know it's 2.5 hours if he doesn't watch?
Exactly. How do you know it's 2.5 hours if you don't watch, you dumb shit? How do you know my earpieces fell out, you dumb shit? That happened halfway through the video. How do you know I almost lost my pounds? That happened towards the end of the video. Shut up. Stop your lying. Shut up. Lying little midget bitch. And you got no hair. You hide your bald head behind your hat. Right? That's what you're hiding. You ain't got none of that. You ain't got none of that. Susan, pull down your pants right now and show Paul what else he doesn't have. That's right. You got no balls. Good thing you got Susan. Marilyn says, Paige believed everything your sister told her, including teaching for her. And she did everything for her, and Shanae threw her under the bus. Shanae is a user. Shanae uses my grandchildren. Shanae is a user. My grandchildren are much better off. Now Molly has her self-esteem back, and Paige is doing her own thing, and they are both changed kids, freaking men, since they left the studio. Changed kids since they left the studio. You damn right. You don't know what goes on in the studio on a daily basis. Marilyn, that is a great point. He doesn't. Paul responds back, Marilyn Jankowski, even I'm not tough enough to go up against a grandmother's love for your grandchildren.
First smart thing he said.
Yep. But I'm not going to stop leaning into this guy until his harassment ends. What you leaning into? Ain't nobody leaning into. Where are you at? Where you at? Lean into me. Lean into me. My ghetto redneck will come out. You ain't leaning into me. Come lean into me. Lean into me like your fat ass sister. Are you really? This is Paul Paul Sr. Lean into me like your fat ass daughter leans into her chairs. So way in. Gravity. Chicken shit. Even I'm not tough enough to go up against a grandmother's love for her children. Tracy's right. That's the smartest thing you've ever said. But guess what? You ain't tough enough. You ain't tough enough to go up against a butterfly giving butterfly kisses. Try me, asshole. Try me. You want me to start in on that one? I'll do a parody to it. Dare me. Think I won't? I'll give you butterfly kisses each night. Try me if you want that to be my next one with full backstory. Try me. I'm not the one. So then my mom responds and she says, here, you people wonder where I get my overacting from. Here it goes, right? I can't make this shit up. This is from my mother. Hear ye, hear ye. Since Paul Mendez Jr. is too much of a coward to face me on here and decided to cowardly block me instead of carrying on a conversation with me, I'm sure there will be a few who would be happy to not give him this message, or who would be happy to give him this message for me, but also to remind him that unless he wants to block every person on Troy's account, which would mean no one would ever see his comments either, LOL, then there's always a way I'm going to be able to see what he has to say. This isn't verbatim. I'm just kind of going over it. People, yeah, I'm going to post this one too. You got to see it. You got to read it. And then she says, Paul Mendez Jr., just remember what you said here, Junior. Come this Friday night, I can guarantee you that your sister and your parents will bitterly regret the day you ever got involved in this and started verbally attacking Troy! Exclamation point. If you think it's just a bunch of talk, then you most certainly have another thing coming. Words yes, talk no. Hashtag The Troy Show. This is coming from the woman that raised me. She knows. She knows. I can't see it. She actually broke a chair that comp team made for her. That's right. Shanae actually broke a chair that the comp team made for her. Wasn't that made out of reinforced concrete and steel rebar?
It was, it was the director's chair.
The director's chair. That bitch said it was like, okay, so listen here. Listen, what you're gonna do is, I want you to get over here and do this thing I can't do, and you get over here and do this thing, and you change my kids' diapers, and you get me donuts, and I'm like, this chair broke! I'm stuck! Someone call a tow truck!
That's why she always sits on the floor.
That's what
You people know what else she broke? I shit you not. Again, I can't make this stuff up. A parent donated something to her because she couldn't afford it because she has poor operating skills and because she lost over 30 students in a time frame of a year and a half. So a parent donated to her something called a springboard, an airboard. What's it called?
Air track.
An air track. An air track. It's where you run. It's a thing that rolls out. It's got air in it, and you run, you jump, you do flippity flips and floppity flops on it, so that you don't get shin splints from dancing on improper flooring like a lot of these kids have before she got it because she couldn't afford it. Well, she could have afforded it, but instead she chose donuts and Disney tickets and Disney cruise ships and all of this shit. So, anyways, so they donated it to her, right? And she's got it for a few weeks, and kids are loving it, and they're like, Mommy, we finally got a springboard. We don't have to come home every day in such great pain, and we don't have to take Advil so much anymore, and Tylenol and all that shit. And then all of a sudden, what does this bitch do? She steps on it. Do you people know what the Hindenburg is? The blimp that blew up? Oh, the humanity! That thing busts like you would be. Boom! It was done. It was trash. She fucked it up. Now the kids can't even use it. It has a weight limit, you dumb bitch. A weight limit. It's like 360, 370, granted, but still, you should have known better not to step on that. What is wrong with you? I don't know. Here's the picture of what my mom screenshotted where Paul deleted her and all that shit. Did I already read this one?
Yes.
Yeah. Did I already read these two? Huh?
No.
No, I didn't read these two, and I haven't read this, so I'm gonna do that in a minute. But first, folks, I want to take a quick little break here. I want to get myself a shot and a smoke, and so it's are you kidding me? Buddy, what are you doing out of bed? You were supposed to be in bed. What are you doing?
You didn't read me my story, Dad.
Oh my God, buddy, I'm sorry. I didn't read your bedtime story, but buddy, I'm live on Facebook right now with all my fans watching. Can it wait?
It's Facebook.
It's a social media platform where you get your First Amendment right taken from you. Can it wait, or do you want to?
No.
Folks,
Read it now?
I'm sorry, folks. I can't. I mean, look at that face. I can't tell him. And look at this. He actually chose my book, the book that I wrote, that I authored. I can't tell him no. That's just so damn cute. You know what, you little scamp? Pull a chair up. I'm gonna read. Folks, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're gonna go ahead and read you this book. I hope you people have a minute
Oh, can I have a
to
cigarette?
spare. Do you want a nighttime cigarette, you said? All right, you little scamp. Don't tell your mother I gave you another one, okay?
I thought I didn't have one.
Oh, Shanae ate her.
Nighttime snack.
All right. I'm really sorry, folks, but we're going to go ahead and read the story that I wrote. Show it. All right.
Yes.
I love you, Paul.
I love you too, little buddy. All of you that saw Paul's comment and the smoke at Troy, y'all understand what that means. So here we go. You have earned your bedtime. Do you want a bedtime beer? Yes. Can you bring him a bedtime beer? Bring me one too.
I don't always drink, but when I do.
You weren't supposed to do that.
Oh, well. I don't want to naturalize. Shit.
All right, here we go. All right, folks, I hope you got just a few minutes. I didn't plan this, but we're going to go ahead and read little Dylan our bedtime story. Little scamp. And here we go.
The Fat Girl Hides His Bald Head with a Hat by Troy Grimes. Paul has no friends, and he has no hair. He sits night and day and wishes that someone would care. His daughter Shanae just sits in her chair. She sits night and day. She sits everywhere. She sits in her home, in her studio too. She even sits on the ground and tells her students what to do. Too fat to dance, too fat to walk in the mall. So all she can do is set, and her paying customers don't like it at all. They would complain to Miss Sue, and all she would do is scream through the walls, "Shut up, everyone! I just sit on my balls!" Then Shanae went home with donuts in hand. She eats them all the time. She even eats them in her van. When Shanae got home, we heard something bump. How that bump made us jump. So we looked, and we saw her laying on the mat. She had fallen down the stairs. She had fallen because she is fat. And she said to us, "Why you stand there looking like that? I know I have fallen because I am fat. I even know that it's funny, but your foundation owes me money." Then I responded, "I've paid you in full for what is really due. I've given you plenty. Now the rest is on you." But her parents said, "No, no, no. Tell that asshole to pay. Pay more than is owed. Pay more than is due. Pay, and throw in some donuts too." "If he doesn't pay," said Susan, "I know just what to do. We'll call Paul and Paul Jr., also known as Little Bitch 1 and Little Bitch 2. They'll comment on Troy's post. They will call him names too. They will make Troy cry out, 'No, boo hoo hoo hoo.' And they will attack his wife and children because that's what they do. And that's why people call them Little Bitch 1 and Little Bitch 2. If that doesn't work, we'll set up fake accounts. Because we are cowards, when it comes to courage, we have not 1 ounce. We will post as Carrie and Paul Jr. too. We will post as Green Envy, Peach Mango, and more. We can post from our chairs. And Shanae, you can post while you're laying on the floor. Then people will think we have friends and supporters too. The fans of the Troy Show will never know it was me and you. Troy has thousands of views and comments out the wazoo. But maybe this will make us look like the victims again. If not, I don't know what to do. Now it's Friday night. They're huddled up tight. Paul says to Susan, "If you touch me with your balls, we're gonna fight." Shanae says, Shut up. It's almost 8:30. The Troy show's about to start, and you know he's gonna do us dirty. Now they sit and they watch. Susan scratches her crotch. She says that Troy sure is clever, as Shanae cries out, "Whatever!" They watch and they watch. They eat up all the donuts they bought. Then Paul whispers softly, "I hate that fat motherfucker. I hate him a lot." The end.
Can you read it again?
No! It's time for bed.
The fat...
You can have your nighttime beer. Yes. And finish your nighttime smoke.
Oh.
And then go on and go to bed. But right now, tell the good people of Facebook good night.
Which beer's mine?
You can have this one. You can have the good one. I'll have the light trash one.
Thanks, Paul. What am I telling them? Good night. Good night, guys. Thank you.
Say good night, Dylan.
Come again. Little Scampy enjoyed it. Thank you, Dad.
You're welcome.
Good night.
My mom said good job.
Thank you, thank you.
And you're getting laughs.
Applause!
Where's your sign?
See, Paul? My intimidation does work on my family and friends. All right. I thought that was actually pretty clever. I did. I thought that this week we went to Universal and I'm like, hey. So I did, huh?
He said you did say that.
Yeah. So here's some of the other ones that Paul did. He says, a scam helped me build my broken dreams, and a scam, we already went over that.
Those are just bigger, apparently.
Yeah, we already went over that. Here's one. So on Halloween night, we went to a good friend of ours' house, and we had a blast. Saw some old friends that we hadn't seen in a while, and we just all reconnected just like that, like it was nothing. And it was a wonderful time, and we all realized, hell, you know, our division wasn't us, it was the studio. You know, once again, the studio divided people. But we've rekindled that, and we had did the damn shot berry come? Where'd this come from?
When you said you wanted one.
Oh, well, hell yeah, salute. Thank you, sir, thank you, sir.
And this is yours too. You're one behind.
Oh, shit.
What the heck with the freaking
Sorry.
mouse?
Thank you. I have this overwhelming urge to strip on a pole for dollar bills.
Oh.
Call
No
me
more vanilla left.
Mango. So anyways, on the Halloween night,
On the Halloween.
we went to our friend's house, and I made a Facebook post. Make it rain, baby. Make it rain, baby. Make it rain, baby. Oh my God, I'm so wealthy. I'm so wealthy. This is the royalties for my book. It's the royalties
No.
for my book.
One.
That's what it is. I bet you there's,
You
let me
missed.
see. Let me see. I can tell. Oh no! There's more stuff coming at me now. There's Cheetos and dollars, and look. Watch.
It's a donut.
This is 2 donuts right here. I could buy 2 donuts. Oh, you're trying to kill me. You're trying to. These people are trying to kill me here, and I don't like it much. I really don't. Good Lord. So, on Halloween night, I took this photo out front of their house. I thought it would be funny, and it was, because I'm a comedic genius. What, are you being attacked by that moth?
Yes.
I got it. No. Shh, I'm hunting wascally moths.
Not my nose.
So,
No, my
I
brain-
put a little fireman's hat on, a little kid's fireman hat. As a matter of fact, it was my son's from when he was a little one, right? And I took a picture of it, a selfie. A selfie is it's where you take your camera and you turn it on your phone. There's a little round button. You hit that, and it turns the camera towards you, and you hold it up, and you make these duck lips, right? Like this. And you take a picture. Well, I didn't do the duck lips just because I don't want to mess this up. With the fireman's hat, and I posted, I said, hey, Angie King, Guess who I'm going as for Halloween? And she says, that's hilarious. And Paul responds, let me guess, collecting money in a boot for a local fire department at an intersection? Con man? Con man, you're so jealous. You're so jealous. You're peanut butter and jealous. You hate us because you ain't us. Right? Anybody know what that's from? The Interview, people. The Interview. You got to watch it. It's a great movie. You know, like Seth Rogen?
Yeah.
It's a great movie. The Interview. It's about Kim Jong-un and all that stuff. Not really correct, but it's awesome. Don't start. Con man. Con man. Right? You jealous. You jealous because his hose is bigger than yours, Paul. Right? So here's one. Oh, this was live from 7. I wanted to read this comment. It says, I don't know how old this woman is I don't know how old this woman is who owns the dance company, but even if she's 30 years old, she shouldn't be personally texting a person who is half her age and is a paying student. If she were a teacher in a public school system doing something like that, she most likely would be terminated from her position. Absolutely she would. I know she would, because it's inappropriate. At best, it's inappropriate. It's borderline a lot of other shit. You creepy donut eating witch, right? I printed this out. I don't know why, just because I thought it was funny. So they got me deleted, or they got me put in Facebook jail again because I posted their address. It was actually my address, right? And I disagreed with the decision, thinking, no, that's wrong. I'm gonna disagree with it, and they're gonna tell me, okay, you're okay, we'll put you back on. But they didn't. They sent me this, and they said, we usually offer the chance to request a review and follow up if we got a decision wrong. We have fewer reviewers available right now because of the coronavirus. I shit you not. So apparently now the Facebook reviewers can get coronavirus through the computer. So they can't even review my shit. It says I violated community standards. At least it wasn't like that last time where they said it was a gross violation of their thing, right? Oh, here it is. Remember I told you, I said eventually I'm going to find it, and I'm going to say, see, I told you I could prove everything. Here it is right here. It's a blown up copy of that where he says, you know, more intimidation and whatever. You know, that's what he circled. I think I'm going to hold that one for a second. This one real quick. How far into the show are we?
Almost 2 hours. 10:25.
Almost 2 hours into the show. Let me hit this one real quick. This is from Paul Jr., which is actually Paul. We know it. It says, this is what happens when you let a grown-ass man collect welfare instead of working full-time, harassing families on the internet and playing dolls made out of markers. I feel you could better serve your family working rather than sitting home all a week. Again, you can't type for shit. Making videos of my kid sister. You should also watch where you blow your cigarette smoke. This really isn't appropriate for a young boy. P.S. I hope this adds to some material for your show this week, because I've also heard you're running out of crap to make up, and it's getting pretty lame. Yes, indeed. Since you are a super mega fan, Paul, I did that. I blew smoke into an actor's face playing my son. And look here, this is the picture that he tagged along with it, with me blowing smoke down this general region right here, about 4 feet from my son's face. You could fit Paul and with his arm stretched out in between there, right? A little over 4.5 feet. But I think it's a good picture, actually. I really do. So it says Paul Jr., which is actually Paul. I think it's hilarious that you and your family can only say dumbass shit like this. None of you have ever attempted to prove me wrong on any of my accusations. Why? Because you know I'm right. And I might have blown smoke in my son's face, but at least I didn't abandon him and his mother for a 17-year-old girl to start a new family like your father did. I'm sorry he abandoned you and your mother like pieces of trash, but don't be mad at me for that. I know you're down here a lot, especially this time of year. So I'll send you my address. If you want to talk about it, come over, let's talk about it. I offered your father to come over and talk to me more than 2 months ago, but he won't, and we all know he won't. And now, why was I saying that kind of stuff? Because I knew it was Paul and Paul Sr. I knew it was Paul Sr. I wanted to try to poke and prod him, and I did. He says, me not coming to your house is exactly WY. You're saying it, so stop trying to intimidate me again with that intimidate shit. I said, it looks like you're a little punk, just like your father. He says, Troy Grimes, again, I'm not intimidated, or Troy Grimes, again, you're not going to intimidate or bully me. However, I think it's time the right people down there learn how physically capable you are, and also your inability to provide a safe environment for your son, maybe even your wife. I'm concerned for their safety, and I'm not scared to post that I'm standing up for them. Now, I'm sure this post is going to I'm sure after this post, is what he says, but really what he meant, I don't know what he meant. He was talking about yours, what he's saying. Yours. I'll correct it for him. He said our, but he meant your. Now, I'm sure after this post, you're going to make her post from her page that she's fine, but I just don't know, man. You seem pretty unhinged. No shit, Sherlock.
I'm the reason you're not in a psycho house.
Right. She is. Without her and without my kids, there'd be a lot of shit going down. When all these people do start sniffing around, no, it was me, ... Paul sure does love to use those ... Also, I'll take that address if you don't mind. That would help. And I said, I already sent you my address over an hour ago, you dumb shit! ! And just like I told your daddy, anything you want to say to me on here doesn't mean shit unless you're willing to say it to my face. But none of you ever will, and I put ever in caps and an ! So fuck it, right? He says, again with the violence, Troy Grimes. It's my thing. Again with the violence, Troy Grimes. I'd rather you pick on me online for a week and give these families a break, so have at it. Also, that screenshot is fake. You never sent me that privately, and I'd ask you don't message me privately again. It's not appropriate. If I didn't message you privately my address, you dumb shit, how did you know that it was there, and how did you know it was inappropriate? Because I did, and you're a lying little coward. Shit, right? Troy, did you? Okay, we already went over that. Right over that. Of course, you're asking for people. Oh, here we go. He says, oh, yes. That's in here, right? It is. That's in this one. I'll get that in just a second. You're right. Thank you. I'm going to expedite this, folks, because we're already over the 2.5 hour mark. And according to Paul, I destroy his child every Friday for 2.5 hours. What?
We're only at 2 hours.
We're at 2 hours?
You have half an hour left.
Not only, really.
Okay. He says, and of course you are asking again for people money. Right there.
For people money?
Yeah, that's my point.
To what other money?
That's my point, is
Monopoly
what
money?
the hell, horse money, donut money, what the hell else kind of money I would ask for? Of course people money, because I'm a people. I don't like people money, you dumb shit. And of course you are asking again for people money. Holy shit, everybody, he's asking for people money.
Jeez, how good.
Y'all can have at it if you want. It's up to you.
Who? Me.
No.
Oh. I want to have at it.
Hey.
I don't know who it is.
Hey. No,
Just leave it. Just leave it.
don't go too far either. Just stay right out there and come back. Actually, you know what? Don't even let them bother. Just come on back. I'm almost done with this. They won't come back. So, Paul Jr. says, took you 3 minutes to create this con job. Please follow the money with this guy. Shows a picture of the Google search image of my daughter's logo there.
The neighbor.
Right? Huh?
The neighbor.
Oh, it's Caleb? Probably don't go after him. Where did he go? Oh, he's right there. That's it.
Which one?
You, I don't trust you.
Little Scampy?
Next
You
thing
don't
I...
trust me.
Hell no, I hear pop, 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 pop. Damn it.
Just protect you, man.
So again, he said it was a fake screenshot. Well, here we go. I printed it out again. This is now the third time I've proven it. I said, my home address is 62 Street, Claremont, Florida. You've got something you want to say to me? Come say it to my face, you little bitch, and bring your pussy-ass father with you. That's not a fake thing at all. And he proves it here in this. This is the last one, people. We are almost done. We're down to the wire. He posts this today. So he unblocks me after they get me suspended. Again, a cowardly move, because he's like, you know what? We're going to get him suspended by lying, and then post this and start spreading this this stuff so he can't comment or say anything on it, and that's fine. I don't really give a shit, right? Because what you've got up here is you've got about 36 people up in bumfuck Maine. Where are they from? Rhode Island, that have commented on the shit that I just don't give two shits about. First, I've never met the people. I'll never see the people in person. I don't give a flying fuck about them. Even if they lived in my next door, I don't care. You can say what you want, so shut the fuck up. But here we go. He says, he puts this, he altered this screenshot. It didn't show it, but he didn't alter it out enough to show that my response is underneath there. So you people use your own brains up there in Rhode Island and see that he's altered this. Not only that, he took a picture of it. It's tilted sideways. It's one where he says, where I says, I was worried about that. Do you think my pants don't fit? I'm very fat, so whatever. Your daughter has a fat ass. Now her ass, that's a huge ass. He says, sir, you really making sexual comments about a 14-year-old girl? Troy, I'm afraid this has gone too far. I'm going to have to contact the authorities. Please no longer contact me. And at which point in time, Hale, listen, the people up there, that was Paul Sr. posting that on Paul Jr.'s account, but Paul Jr. really has Facebook friends, and they really responded, they really engaged. There's about 36 of them, and not a big deal. Even if it gets up to 10,000, I don't give a flying shit. Because you people, I'm not mad at you up there for commenting these things that you said, because A, you don't know me, B, you've never met me, and C, I would have done the same thing if I were you, right? If one of my friends down here posted what he posted, altered a screenshot, took it out of context and put it there, and was lying, and it was put up by his father, of course, and if I read it, I'd be like, hell, man, fuck this guy, right? So I'm not even mad at you. I'm about to read some of your comments aloud to the Facebook world, but then I'll tell you, I'm not really mad at you about it, right? So as soon as he did that and sent me an alert, hell, I'm not blocked anymore from him. I sent him the message that I was typing out to him before, which is, no, your daughter is not 14, because this is Paul Mendez Sr., you dipshit, and everyone knows it, 3 exclamation points. And that's what I was sending when I was deleted and blocked, and today I added this, and you see, oh, and I see you unblocked me. You must be wondering if I'm going to do my show tonight because your account is, because my account is blocked. Yes, I'm going to do it tonight, blah, 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 blah. He says, I've contacted the police. You will be contacted soon. For what? No, you haven't. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Shut up. Stop with your lies, right? You better hope you have, because if you haven't, this is not good for you, right? And I've got this time stamped and everything, so you better hope you had already done it at this point in time. Paul says, I've contacted the police. You'll be contacted soon. I've made public your message about my daughter. You dipshit, do you not realize I screenshot everything? You're a lying sack of shit, you bald-headed motherfucker, right? I've made public your message about my daughter, and a lot of people are disgusted. We are spreading the word of your torture to your family, to our family. We will not watch. I have told my family to disengage from you, and I will be handling it up from up here. From up where? From your booster seat in your house at Four Corners? Huh? Four Corners booster boy? No. No. Not one word said tonight will be listened to by our family any longer. Your sexual comments have put us at a very high alert of worry. You're a child predator, and now you're caught. Motherfucker, let me tell you something. You want to sit here and have your fucking Dollar Tree fucking lawyer send me a motherfucking letter accusing me of slander and liable when I proved the definition of slander and liable, and I said, basically, with your letter, fuck you, I'm gonna wipe my ass with it, and then you go and do it right here. Guess what? My lawyer is not a Dollar Tree lawyer, and you can suck my ass! I've done a lot of things bad, a lot of things wrong, a lot of things illegal, but one thing I've never done is hurt a child. So fuck you and your wife's balls! And your fat ass daughter and your little pussy son. Fuck you all! Better hope you fucking call them, you little bitch. Because if not, you're in deep shit. Let's read some of the messages from the people up there. Wow, the whole family should block him so he can't contact you anymore. He says, Megan, he just finds other ways. My poor sister, right? He goes to her work and stands outside. This one, Amber says again, he has no idea who he's messing with, does he? Time to put this MFer on blast. Yeah, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you, you dumb bitch. Of course you're going to say this because you don't know the whole side of the story. Watch episodes 1 through 7, then come out and put me on blast, right? At that point, if you still think I'm the guilty one, then you're just as dumb as the Mendenses. But I am not mad at you, right? I'm not mad at you. Hell, I ain't mad at you. She also puts, oops, this might have been shared and made public on my page. Feel free to comment and fill in any gaps or correct anything I said. And that's fine. You know what, Amber? That's fine. But as soon as you did that, you also committed libel and slander, or not slander, but you committed libel and defamation. And you, unfortunately, even though I'm not mad at you, but you too will be named in the suit against the Mendez family, or added to the suit against Mendez family. And then she says, Paul Mendez Jr., that is stalking. If local police won't do anything, call the state police and explain it to them. And Paul says, that's right. Time to let them know we are done. My father and I could care less, but not our little girls, right? And then she says, Paul, nobody screws with family. I'm going to try to get to this real quick. And then this one, Claire says, that's awful. I'm so sorry. Have the police said anything about it? This one says, Jordan says, what a scum. Margaret says, advice for Paul Jr. or Kelly whatever, must be an attorney. Any advice for Paul Jr.? This guy's a creep. I just don't understand how someone can make a freaking show about someone's life and think it's okay to attack their family. Most of us aren't even in the same state. Stop watching my shit if you don't like it. This person says, this is Ed. Ed Azevedos. Ed. Ed says, let's take a trip to Florida. I need a vacation anyway. Paul, PM me. Ed, I'm going to give you a break on this one, buddy. You don't know. You don't know. But I tell you what, if you don't want to take the time to learn what's going on here, and you still want to take that trip to Florida, call me. I'm a damn good tour guide, right? A damn good tour guide. Let's move on. Let's move on. There's one more I wanted to read. Let you good people go. This one, this KAHLA says, what the fuck, Paul? Who is this guy? 3 question marks. And then she tags the Claremont Police Department in it. Thank you. That was awesome because now they'll be privy to this as if they weren't already. Of course they were. This one right here, she is a former Warren Police Department something, who knows, from Rhode Island, or he, whoever. You too, sir, I'm going to give you a break, or ma'am, whatever, because she says, what the fuck, Paul? Who is this guy? Claremont Police Department, question mark. And then she says, he, meaning me, he's friends with the Claremont Police, so they won't help, right? they won't help, she says. What, are you people stupid? Are you people stupid? Do you really? First off, there's another one in here that says, I know all the Claremont police officers, and I'm friends with all of them, and they're not going to do anything about it. I'll show you that when I find it. But then this one says, I'm friends with them and they won't help. First off, you dumb shit, there's over 80 Claremont police officers, right? I don't know all of them. I don't even know half. I don't even know a quarter of them. I know a couple of them. And let me tell you what I know about them. It doesn't matter if they're an acquaintance, a best friend, or a brother. If you do something wrong, the Claremont Police Department is going to arrest your ass and let the judicial system handle it, right? So the fact that you're accusing them without even knowing who they are of breaking the law, shame on you. You're the people that want to defund the police and all this stuff. I don't want to deal with you people anymore. All right, so I'm glad you tagged the Claremont Police Department, because now they'll see it here. This one, oh, let me get back to the people who have reacted to it, right? So you got Paul Mendez Jr. with a thumbs up. Why are you, Paul Mendez Jr., why are you thumbs up in your own shit? Why are you thumbs up in your own shit? Because it's not you posting this, you dumb shit, it's your dad. And you're like, oh yeah, Dad, I like that. Oh, I forgot, that's supposed to be me, right? And then we go down to here, and we've got Shanae Sally does a sad face. Diane Jones puts an angry face. Susan Mendez puts an angry face. Fuck you all, right? Here, I highlighted this, a whole whopping 36 comments, right? Now here is, I'm going to save that one for a minute, because this is the only smart person on his page. And then we're almost done, folks. Can you believe it? This one says, is this piece of shit coward still on Facebook? Where does he live in Florida? Claremont, 629 11th Street, downtown. I drive the big ass ugly white truck that says Green Swamp Mafia on it. Come on down. Come on down, Michael Clancy. Come on down, Michael Clancy. This person, what the fuck, Paul? Who is this guy? Claremont Police, already went over that. All right. So now I want to get to the last person here. And this person, Melissa, she's the only intelligent one on the page, because she says, ugh, unfortunately, these types of comments on social media aren't really taken seriously by authorities. I'm told it's usually a long road that leads nowhere, unless it is a threat in a threatening manner in which he names her directly. Otherwise, it's of speech, unreal and unfair. What a piece of shit. This was also what I was told by the state police. Again, super unfair and super disgusting. Listen, Melissa, I don't blame you for posting that, because it is the truth. But the bottom line is what he's accusing me of didn't happen, and I just proved to you that he altered the screenshots. He made it to where it was shit, I gotta find that. He made it look like something it wasn't. All right, so where was that at?
Thought it was in there.
I thought it was too.
Oh, no. I
Huh?
think it was the messages.
Are you sure? These are the
The
messages.
current
Can you
one,
look?
the new ones. Let me see.
Folks, we got one more thing we want to point out here, and then we are done for the night. All right. Maybe we're close to done. I want to do a special little Lady Gaga tribute.
It was in the new messages, I think.
Huh?
The new messages.
Here, I think that's these, right? If not, that's all you printed out for me. I had it screenshotted regular, and then I had it screenshotted and then circled, if that helps any. Folks, bear with me. We are almost done here, and then I'm going to give you a little bit of entertainment. You people heard me last week. I wrote wrote these parodies. I wrote them myself. I produced them myself. I sung them myself. I did it all with a cell phone, all in my office at night with a cell phone and a camera, and they were beautiful. They were wonderful. Were they not? Were they not completely awesome songs? You people are going to shit the bed when you hear my newest masterpiece.
I mean, you should read that, because that proved that you weren't talking about his daughter.
Right. Okay, so what we're looking for we can't find, but when we find it, we know it's here somewhere. And when we do find it, I must have skipped over it. You people can go on. Oh, it was in one of the comments today from his post today. It's got to be in this one. It has to be in this one. Right, this is today's. Contacted the police. It has to be in this one. Shit. Can we sign on to my Facebook and pull it up under somebody else's? Huh?
Not right now. It's fine. Just say it, and then.
I'm going to. Let me just read this one more time. Let me see if I can find it, because I really want to find it, because this proves he's a lying sack of shit motherfucker. So, basically, people, what we're looking for, and we are going to post it. Remember, you know me. I said if I can't prove it, I'm not going to say it. We know damn well we could prove it. We saw it today. We got it circled and highlighted. It is what it is. But we just can't find it. That's okay. One of us dropped the ball. He pulled it up. No, it's not on here. Give that to her, see if she can find it on there. So while she's looking for that, I'm going to tell you what he says. He says in there that I made sexual comments or something about, or attacked his 15-year-old daughter, right? Problem with that is, dipshit, you said here she was 14 years old, right? So this is another way that proves that it's Paul Sr., not Paul Jr., because he can't even remember how old his granddaughter is. And on top of that, he knows damn well I'm not talking about his granddaughter, because I said, sorry for the delay in response. I was on the phone. I'm confused. Are you saying that your daughter, Shanae, is only 14? Well, I didn't think that she was. She was telling everybody she was 30-something. And if she is only 14, then she's not even old enough to be running her own business. So now I'm going to have to contact the authorities. Please no longer contact me. So, in one thing he says, huh?
It's right on the front page in his.
Yes?
Right there in that wording.
You're shitting me. No, it's not.
Well, it is on this one.
Let me just say it.
It's on Susan's page.
No, it's right here.
Do I have that page printed?
No.
Huh?
It's the comment that he wrote on top of that picture. It's not there.
Oh, so it's not on here. That's why we didn't print
comment.
it. It's in his comment right here, right? Go ahead and screenshot that, folks.
You can't see it because of the light.
He says my 15-year-old. So he can't even remember her age, because it's not his daughter, it's his granddaughter, and they know damn well that's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about his fat-ass fucking daughter, Shanae. He says, Troy Grimes' Facebook page is in jail for making these comments about my 15-year-old daughter. He spends his days bullying my younger sister in Florida, and now it's spreading to us. It's spreading north to us. We will not stand for this, and will fight every day until he leaves us alone. He claims he's friends with all Claremont police in Florida, and they will do nothing. Any advice is appreciated. First off, is she 14? Is she 15? You're so old and bald you can't remember. Your gray matter seeped out through your holes in your head, you dumb sack of shit. We know it's you. You're a lying motherfucker. You also know I was talking about your daughter Shanae, because I said it by name. Your daughter Shanae, right here. And then you said he claims he's friends with all Claremont police officers in Florida. Never claimed that, you lying motherfucker. First off, 80 police officers. How can you know all 80 police officers? You can't. You just can't. It's impossible. And second off, they will do something. If it's wrong, if what I'm doing is wrong, they would do something, right? It doesn't matter. So stop telling the Claremont Police Department that they lack ethics. Because, Paul, I tell you what, you live in Claremont. I wouldn't be doing that if I were you, son. I wouldn't. So, folks, we know he's a liar. He says here, my 15-year-old daughter. He says here, my 14-year-old daughter. He says here, my 14-year-old daughter. And then I refer to her as Shanae and give her real age. And he doesn't say anything back. Instead, he blocks and deletes me. He is a liar. Here's the last thing, folks. 2 things real quick here. They're having a parents' night out up at the studio. It says, interested in a Saturday night out, bring your children to spend some time. Let's hope that they don't lose a toe and or be sexually assaulted, mentally abused, or physically abused. Bring your children out to spend some time dancing with us at the dance company. Everyone is welcome. Advanced registration is required when November 21st, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Where the dance company, 305C North Highway 27, Mineola, Florida. Costs $20 a child. Always trying to hustle people out of people money. People money, just money, just regular money, right? Always coming up with some scam, some lunatic scam, right? To steal people's hard-earned money. That's what you're doing here, right? Night includes pizza. That's if Shanae doesn't eat all the shit first. Your kid might come home hungry. Send them with a bologna sandwich in their pocket just in case. Child's ages 4 to 12 because those are the easiest to manipulate and control. Let's see, night includes pizza, multi-room, activities, and dance class, right? I'm going to stand out and make sure that people know what they could be walking into and leaving their children out. Instead, folks, don't do this. Take your kids somewhere that legitimately has insurance, that can protect your children in case something goes wrong, that has ample insurance. And, yeah, so next thing, folks, is my wife and I made the newspaper again. I know. It's crazy. There's more money on the ground. Awesome. I'm so rich. I'm so rich, bitch. So, we've finally been caught. Our scam is over. This is from the Chicago Times, people. Can't make this up. This is real. It says the Grimes family crime, or the Grimes crime, Grimes crime family members arrested. And there you go. They got us. They busted us. They busted us. I can't believe it. Whoop. Oh shit, I did that. Did you see that? That was awesome. All right. So, are we gonna end this show? I think we are. Does anybody have anything that they want to say before we do our tribute song? Anyone? Anyone at all? Anyone? Bueller? No?
Delay, remember?
Huh?
There's a delay, remember?
Yeah. Folks, I love this over here because my buddy and my producer, he named this montage. He named it Troy Goes Gaga. I love it. Thank you, sir. You're a brilliant motherfucker, by the way. You put that shit together quick. I appreciate that. So,
You're good.
here we go, folks. I struggled with doing this tribute, this montage, if you will, because you know how sometimes you can hear someone's parody song, and every single time after that you hear the real artist song, or even anything that the real artist puts out at all you can do is think about that parody. Well, I know that Shanae loves Lady Gaga, and I hope she's not planning anything around that, but I didn't want her to hear these songs, or any of her people to hear these songs, and then every time they dance to it or play it, they think of me or these songs. I didn't want that to happen. I hope that doesn't happen. I really didn't. But hopefully they're a little bit stronger than that mentally, and they can push through it, and they don't think about me every time they hear a Lady Gaga song. I'm gonna tell you what, folks, this shit here is amazing. You're not gonna believe my vocal skills. You're not gonna believe my creative writing skills. right? And you probably are going to shit the bed when you see my dancing skills, right? So without further ado, I have to turn on the radio here, crank it up, right? So for all you at home, turn up your volume. One of you. Turn up your volume. Now y'all don't be jealous of me, okay? Hang on, wait, back up. You jumped the gun. You jumped the gun, little Billy. You jumped the gun. Scamps, you jumped it. Y'all don't be jealous of me, all right? Just because I have a beautiful face, a beautiful body, I'm funny as hell. I have unbelievable talent when it comes to funny and writing songs and all of that shit. I don't want you to be jealous of me, because you two, with a little work, you can be just as creative as me if you wanted to be. You just got to put some time behind it. All right? And you got to work your vocal cords. That's important. Work your vocal cords. Exercise some beer down it. It never hurts to smoke a little bit. It helps with your vocal cords, your pipes, right? See? La 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 la. It helps. So here we go. Please don't be jealous of me. Don't hate us because you ain't us. Here we go. This is my tribute to Lady Gaga, and I hope it doesn't burn anything into Shanae's head.
Susan got balls in her pants. Susan's got balls in her pants. Tick, 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 tock. Paul watches tick, tick, tock, and jerks it off a lot to the tick tock. I wear my crown, cause they're all coming out. Yes, you know that it's true, that this picture of me is so magical. Hell no, it's fantastical. Donuts with cream, cold root beer on ice. Yes, you know that it's true, that this picture don't have a price. Paulie, you know that I'm right. You're my biggest fan, you follow me because you love me. Yes, you love me. You're my biggest fan, you follow me because you love me. Paulie, yes, you love me. I bet you hold them like you do in your home state. Hold them, let them hit you right back in your fucking face. Look, he's really into it, I don't know where to start. I hope that when he plays with them, she doesn't fucking fart. Oh, 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 oh. Sue gets him hot, shows him what she's got. Oh, 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 oh. Sue gets him hot, shows him what she's got. Oh yeah, Susan, that's it, baby. You know what I like. Show me your balls. A little dingle dangle right here in front of my face. Come on, baby, do it. That's right, yes. Come back. Her big balls right up into Paulie's face. Her big balls and her big balls and her big balls all right up in Paulie's face. Her big smelly balls. It doesn't matter if you love hermaphrodite or capital H-E-R-M-A. Well, I have dyslexia. Susan, it doesn't matter. Put your balls down because you were born this way, baby.
Her mama told her when she was young, Susie, we're all born with balls. So take your balls, put your lipstick on. Now go make out with Paul. There's nothing wrong with Paul loving who you are just because you've got big sweaty balls. So hold your balls up and you'll go far. Listen to what I say. Your balls are beautiful, hey, cause you are God's mistake. You're in the right restroom, Susie, you were born this way. Don't hide your balls in regret, just don't play with them yourself. You're in the right restroom, Susie, you were born this way. Susie, you were born this way. It doesn't make Paul the gay. Susie, you were born this way. It doesn't make Paul the gay. It doesn't make Paul the gay. Susie, you were born this way. You were born a drag queen. You were born a drag queen. You were born a drag queen.
All right, folks, there you go. The dumbest shit you're going to hear today or ever. My ball song, right? Aside, all kidding aside, we got to put an end to this. I wanted to entertain you. I wanted to put something in her head, mess with her. Every time she hears Lady Gaga, she's going to think of me in her mom's balls, right? That's right. She is. Folks, I tell you what, I don't know how long I can keep this up. This is really tough. I'm going to keep trying my best, though. In the meantime, I want you all to know that I love you very much. We're approaching the Christmas season. Be kind to each other. Be good to each other. Unless it's Paul, Susan, and Shanae, treat them like shit, right? And since we're getting close to Christmas, I feel like in the Christmas spirit, I'm going to go ahead and end this show with the Christmas song. It's one of my favorites. Again, it's from Leo. I do not own the rights to this song, but Leo is awesome. Go check him out on his station. Until next time, people, I love you very much. Big time for the bad guy.
Christmas, there is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking here off of the fireplace. Santa Claus will make me happy with the joy of Christmas Day.